And they've added Jeff Van Gundy, so another great basketball mind on that staff. Now Ingram. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. MP finds quickly. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And how about the handles there from quickly dancing his way around the defender.
And so Powell will bring it up for the Clippers. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
Passes it to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
There's the pass to Barnes. Back to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing quickly. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Quickly's got 5 points so far. And Norman Powell subbed in for Dunn. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Ingram against Leonard. Ingram kicks to Quickly. Over Harden. And again, no good by Toronto.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. The veteran wings, Powell and Leonard. And it's Harden in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's MP after the made shot from Norman Powell. MP, no good. Quickly against Harden. Pass to Powell. On the way to CBA, introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes, and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron, and that certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And
Los Angeles lead has got down to 11 on the bucket from Ingram.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Bogdanovich, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Bogdanovich has suffered some injuries along the way, and it's been a bit of a stop-and-start deal for him. But when he's feeling good, when he's in a great rhythm, man, he's an offensive force.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, Bogdanovich does those things that go underappreciated on the stat sheet, but much appreciated by the coaching staff. Such a valuable player.
Good on both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
MP outside. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Clippers leading by 13. Here's Kawhi Leonard on the attack. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
13 feet away. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Powell kicks to Zubac. Here's Harden on the wing. Outside, Bogdanovic. Uncovered. That shot, no good.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Bogdanovic. Kicks it to Powell. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic.
The paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
Leonard hits them both.
And Kawhi pretty solid from the line, and there's been a natural progression to him being effective from the free throw stripe.
We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Harden out there with Bogdanovic. And it's Zubac in at the foul. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line for the Raptors, number 22, 2 shots.
First free throw is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Powell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal.
Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And Norman Powell, as a point getter, understands the value of the free throw. He's been over 80% for his career at the line.
Taking 2 shots.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
Yeah, can't sleep on Powell defensively. He will step up and start to pour it in.
LA foul.
The paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
Leonard hits them both.
And Kawhi pretty solid from the line, and there's been a natural progression to him being effective from the free throw stripe.
We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Harden out there with Bogdanovic. And it's Zubac in at the foul. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line for the Raptors, number 22, 2 shots.
First free throw is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Powell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal.
Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And Norman Powell, as a point getter, understands the value of the free throw. He's been over 80% for his career at the line.
Taking 2 shots.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
Yeah, can't sleep on Powell defensively. He will step up and start to pour it in.
LA foul.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Count the basket.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. James Harden comes in for Eubanks. And Toronto also making a switch. Grady Diggs checked in for MP. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now the pass to Dick. Here's Mobo. Pass to Abaji. Pass to Boucher. From downtown. Nailed from three-point land.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Harden scanning the floor. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
Quickly with the ball. And he converts the layup.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Lopez. Covered by Pirtle. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Barnes with the rebound. You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
Now here's Quickly. Last game for him, he had 14. Over Lillard. They get it back. Here's Pirtle. It's good.
And Pirtle has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
Lillard against Quickly. Puts it up from 12. And Lillard gets it to go.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Quickly finds MP. Shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Lopez. Jackson, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers, and he had nothing but praise for Scotty Barnes on the other side. He said Barnes poses so many problems because of his versatility. He can play multiple positions.
Again, just couldn't do enough to get the win.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Quickly against Porter. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Quickly. Toronto making a switch here. Abaji's checked in. quickly drops them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Bucks trail by 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Quickly against Porter. Over quickly. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Outside Barrett. Kicks it to Quickly. And the three-pointer goes. Quickly's got 11 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of...
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Ali. Thanks.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer.
Yeah, he's scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive too.
Jacks up a 3. Yes, sir! You can count on Dame from deep.
Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still, Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
Here's Mobo, covered by Lopez. Outside Barnes. Mobo. It's good on the putback. And the
hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer.
Yeah, he's scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive too.
Jacks up a 3. Yes, sir! You can count on Dame from deep.
Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still, Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
Here's Mobo, covered by Lopez. Outside Barnes. Mobo. It's good on the putback. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Lillard. Lillard converting inside. And so here is Toronto. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Milwaukee this season.
Their first try against a familiar club. It should be a good one.
Yeah, you know, these are two rival teams that will see each other a fair amount this season. We'll see which team can tip it off with a win.
Damian Lillard, serious hops.
Punctuating the end of that play with an exclamation point. Lillard, a natural-born finisher.
Pass to Walter. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Raptors foul. Number 22.
Giannis Antetokounmpo checked
an essential part of their success out there.
Lillard with the bucket.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
Quickly against Lillard. Knocked loose and stolen by Jackson. Lillard outside. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Raptors.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
He has the ability simply to take over games, and that's what makes Dame so much fun to watch.
Now Ingram. He's got 5. Rebounded by Kuzma. Here's Jackson. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Jackson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, Kuzma has gotten pretty good at this, spotting those open guys who are prepared to shoot.
And here's Quickly. 13 points in the game. It's Barnes on the wing. And again, Toronto no good.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Toronto.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Bucks trail. Antetokounmpo inside. He's guarded by Barnes. Kuzma for 3. Rebounded by Ingram. Toronto has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Back to Barnes. MP, the pass to Barnes. Ingram with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Here's MP. And again, Toronto, no good. Milwaukee has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. The drive by Jackson.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Here's Quickly. Giannis with the rebound. And the Bucks with possession. They lead by 1. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Quickly passes to MP. Antetokounmpo against Ingram. Pass to Pirtle. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Ingram on the wing. Shoots over Lopez. Yes! Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.